What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charge It Up. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the steering wheel controls and options. Let's go. Alright guys, for the people that don't know or don't follow this channel, this is the display and the steering wheel for the 2020 Tesla Model X. We got the nice T logo, the Tesla logo. It's got carbon fiber on top of it. Let's jump right into it here. Looks like a normal steering wheel, functions like a normal steering wheel, other than obviously the autopilot portion. We got our stock on this side right over here. We've got up for reverse, telling me obviously I can't do it. Drive, we got park, you push in to park. On the left side, we have our signals for left, signal for right. As you can see, everything shows up on the screen as well. We got our automated windshield wipers, so we can do super fast, go slow, and we can do automated or off. Then we got the actual one button to do it one swipe, which is pretty cool. Then underneath that, right over here, is the third stock, or the lower stock that I call it. And here you can actually adjust the car lengths. So you can adjust the car length portions of how far you want the car to stay away from other cars during autopilot, which I think is pretty sick. Obviously, one pull is cruise control and the double pull is autopilot, and very simple to use as you're driving. Very basic steering wheel. We got the horn right over here, which obviously you press it and it sounds the horn. We've got on the left side, we've got our volume and our media settings. So we got next track, previous track, volume up and volume down. And on the right side, we've got our options that we can switch our different things, which we'll go through. And then we also have our navigate, so we can go click on it and we can say something and it'll pull it up. Right now, I mean, it wrote everything I just wrote down, so that's kind of cool. It's still going. And then we have our scroll wheels up and down. So definitely different from conventional cars when it comes to this portion here. So let's go ahead and get right into it. As you can see, the screen, you can't change anything when it comes to the screen. I wish you could. I wish you could hold down the scroll button and actually move stuff around to where you like it. But as Tesla just changed things around, it just goes to where it wants to be, or where they want it to be, which I'm okay with because I like the positioning of everything. We've got our Celsius, we got our temperature, we got our clock, we got the drive mode right there. We got our battery percentage. Top left hand corner, not sure if you can see it or not because I think the steering wheel's in the way I have the camera. We got our high beam and auto light settings, and on the right hand side it just quickly shows in a red bar. I'll try and see if I can show you guys. It actually shows just that I'm not wearing a seatbelt right now because we're parked. And then we got our maximum for the road that I'm on, and then the current kilometers, and right above that is the acceleration mode. I got it in chill because I don't really want to, destroy the tires eventually, but yeah. Let's go ahead and jump down to the car section here. So this portion right here, that's your car, that's the Model X. The cool thing is, regardless of what you do, it will, so I just opened the driver's side door and it opens the door on that side, which is super cool that it actually has that feature and it's showing you. Let's go ahead and open the passenger side door. That's cool that it's actually does that. Oh, close the passenger side door. And then we can do the same for the Falcon wing doors. Such a sick visualization that shows it open. So I have one of them over here. You can just see it on this side of the screen here. I have one of them at low setting and the other one on high setting. Then I can open the other one to full setting. You can see it nicely. It shows everything so nicely. We got our graphic on this side as well that shows. You can open the trunk. So it shows you the trunk and it shows you that the trunk is open. That's so sick. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and close everything. And again, it will actually show you live what is actually happening and that everything is closed. That is awesome. I love that feature. Let's go ahead over to the scroll wheels. You can actually do these at the same time if you're good enough. We can have an empty dash or a cluster. You can hold it down for about 1 or 2 seconds. I believe it's just two seconds. So we got empty. So we got our clock option. Then we got our media. Shows you what you're listening to. We got our energy bar, shows you how everything's going. We got trips. Then we can go to car status. It shows you your tire pressures when you're moving. Everything comes up. We got your suspension, which is pretty sick because it's the same thing that's right here, but on the screen, real time, and then your route, which obviously right now there's no route. Let's go ahead and put in a route and then it'll pop up on the screen there. So there you go. And now you have the route on the left side. So those are the options when it comes to the left side of the scroll wheel and what you want to see on your cluster. Then we can go over to the right side and just as simple, do the same thing on the right side. We got our clock, same options, media, again, what same options on this side as well. We got our energy, then we got trips, car status, suspension, and this one has no active calls because obviously I'm on the phone or anything like that, but your phone calls will actually show up on the right hand side. Let's go ahead and go to empty. So we'll keep that empty for now. So I usually actually have my energy bar on the left hand side, and I usually put the media on the right, and then I sometimes switch it up and I put my suspension on this side, which is just because I want to see how it's actually doing and the little cool animation of how it works. But you can obviously pick and choose to do the same. The one thing you can't do is have the same thing on both sides. If you do pick the same thing, then it just swaps it over. So it's a quick change over there. So you can do the clock. Let's say I want to do clock on this side as well. It'll just switch over to what I had on this side. So we'll just switch it over. Very simple, really quick and easy to use, just like that. Or you can just keep it, you can literally just keep it completely empty for both sides. The navigation bar here is very simple to use. Hold it down, take me to the supercharging station. So even though I said hold it down to take me, it still brought up all the supercharging stations here. It's very intuitive, listens really well, and then obviously puts it on the screen. So one other thing that you can do is you can press this bottom or here. This is the options or more settings. So this is temperature. You can control the temperature from this scroll wheel, which is pretty cool. Pressure one more time. You can control the fan speed. Go all the way up to 11. Pull it all the way down. You can set it, you can press it again to go to auto, or if you want to control it yourself. Then we can go to display brightness. You can play around with how bright you want everything. When you do the display brightness on here, it'll also change the screen, your vertical screen as well. I usually have, obviously for filming purposes, I have it at 100. So that's that. Then right underneath that, you do recent calls. The phone's not connected right now, which I actually will connect it in a second. You grab my phone, charge it up merch. What? Let's go ahead and connect my phone to it. I had my Bluetooth off earlier. Right on the display brightness, we can go to recent calls. It will show you your recent calls and when you actually called it, and it gives you the actual date and time, which is actually pretty cool. And then you can go to contacts and you can pick your contacts, how you have it set. At some point when the car just is stationary for a while, the car does turn off. So as you can see right here, it shows car off. And then your nice little graphic comes up on the screen as well. All right, guys, so that was the steering wheel for the 2020 Tesla Model X. Settings and options that you can play around with, along with controls. I think I pretty much covered everything. If I didn't cover everything, mention it down in the comments below, guys, and let me know what I missed. Hit that like button if you like this video, guys. It'll actually help a lot, and people will find this video a lot easier if you do hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell on future videos on the Model X and the R6. Until the next one, guys.